Hey, this is Mariela from the Functional Company. So I got a question this week from several people. It's actually the same question. It has to do with hair loss after pregnancy. So this is twofold. One of them is, what can I do for hair loss after pregnancy? And then I'm losing a lot of hair. And then the other one is, which type of collagen is best for hair loss after pregnancy? And so my response is twofold here, right? So in regards to the collagen, the Functional Company, we have two types of collagen. One comes from wild-caught red snapper, which is fish, and then the other one comes from grass-fed cattle, right? So that's beef collagen, bovine collagen. And the real honest answer here is that there's not enough of a difference between the two to say, oh, this one's going to help you more for hair loss right after pregnancy instead of the other one. The protein profile or the amino acid profile that they have, it's slightly different in terms of the quantities, but that's just because it's a different animal altogether, right? But you're still getting the protein structure that the connective tissue needs, that the hair needs, the skin and the nails and the digestive tract, the connective tissue, the joints, etc. You're getting that protein profile in the collagen, and we're not getting it from animal meat, like from chicken breast or a piece of steak or something like that. We need to get it from the bones, the cartilage, and the skin of animals. And if you're not eating that in your daily diet, then it's a really good idea to supplement. So now what's the difference between the two here is that basically what we have is bovine collagen, which some people really just prefer beef. They like to have beef, they like to consume it, and it's a little bit more affordable. So they prefer to do that, and some people are like, you know what? I know I don't do well with beef. I know my system doesn't do well with beef. I rather have fish for any number of reasons. And so that's why we have the fish collagen, right? So the wild-caught red snapper is a little bit more expensive because it's harder to source from the sustainable source that we have. And so that's why it tends to be more expensive for a smaller amount. So it kind of just depends on what you need. If you're trying to stay away from beef or trying to stay away from fish, then you're going to do the opposite one. Or if you're trying to save some money, or money isn't an issue at all, then you that would kind of be how you would select. But it's not necessarily because, hey, the beef collagen is going to be remarkably better for the hair, and then the fish collagen is going to be much better for the skin or something like that. They're both going to reflect in the areas of the body where it's needed most. So it just supports the connective tissue, and it supports that sort of vibrancy that the body needs to have in order to kind of regenerate itself, right? So that's in regards to that. So that's one part of the answer. The second part of my answer is that usually what happens with the hair loss after pregnancy is that it has to do with the hormones. They're just wrecked after pregnancy, after giving birth, right? So then what happens is you're now breastfeeding, and all of the nutrients are going to the baby, and the baby goes first, right? And so what happens is the woman's body just ends up getting very much depleted of nutrients during this time, and they're not usually a lot of women are not eating enough food. They're only eating for one, and they're not eating for two. They're not eating enough fats. And so overall, they're just missing nutrition and nutrients for the body. So all of the nutrients are getting shunned and going right to the baby, which means the mama's body gets depleted, and what goes first? The hormones. The hormones go, the thyroid goes, boom, the hair goes, right? So it's not like, hey, only take collagen and that's going to fix the hair or something like that. Yes, collagen will help because it is one of those nutrients that our body needs to continue to restore itself. But it's not the, one pill fix or something like that. We want to think of it like an overall thing. What does the body need? It needs a lot of nutrients. Which nutrients? We're going to need minerals, so you can supplement with minerals. Make sure you have some veggies. You're going to need a lot of fats, healthy fats. These are things like olive oil, coconut oil, ghee, butter, lard, bacon fat, right? These kinds of things, avocados. You need to have plentiful of these fats in the diet. Raw milk, if you have access to that for yourself. So, this is something that's very good for the body, but that most women are not getting. They're usually getting maybe 1 tablespoon a day of fats when I start to ask, right? 1 tablespoon. When we need to have way more fat than that. We need to be very satisfied. And why fat is so important is because it pushes the minerals into the cells. It helps to reestablish the hormones, and it really helps to get the body feeling satiated. So overall, it's going to be very, very important to get plenty of fats in the diet. How much, it kind of depends on your own body weight and your own personal condition. It could be 5-6 tablespoons. It kind of depends, right? But definitely not just 1 tablespoon a day. So that's one thing. B vitamins is another thing. If you can have liver, that's very, very nutritious. It's going to have iron. B vitamins is going to have tons of micronutrients for the body. If you don't like liver, you don't like organs in general, you would want to find it from a supplement source. B vitamins from a very healthy supplement source, which you should be able to find on functionalco.com. And so basically what you're going to have is minerals, B vitamins, fats, collagen or bone broth, bone soup. These kinds of things are going to really help to push a lot of nutrients in, and make sure you have plenty of protein as well. So the thing here is basically the bottom line is usually the woman is not eating enough. You just have to eat more. Eat more of everything that is healthy, right? That you should have, including fats, which is one of the main nutrients that women are missing during pregnancy, after pregnancy, etc. And then wrecks the body, wrecks the hormones. They see the hair loss, they get tired, they're moody, and they're depressed, and they're just like, what's going on? It's the hormones. It's not just one pill that we're looking for. It's just nourishing the body from the inside out, right? And then the body is healthy, and the baby is healthy, and then your body is healthy. So that's kind of what I would say in terms of my total answer, and hopefully that was helpful for you. Share this with anybody that is dealing with any kind of issues after having given birth, because this is going to be just a helpful tip in terms of where to kind of find the nutrients that they're looking for. And of course, you can go to functionalco.com, because one of the things that we do is that we share really high quality supplements that you can purchase, so that you don't have to go out and figure out amongst all of the noise of supplements out there, the overwhelming majority are just a very poor quality. Most of the things in the supermarket are going to be very poor quality. So if you want to know how to select them, well, we've got them pre-selected at the Functional Co. So you could just go to our website, functionalco.com, and you just kind of go and see what you need from there. All right, thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the flip side.